Hi, everybody. I wanted to do this video today to answer some of the questions I've gotten. Um, the one I'm going to talk to you about today is when you're looking for a work from home job, how can you tell if it's a scam? So, this is something that I really like to make sure readers understand because there is nothing I hate more than seeing somebody that's looking for a work from home job to help their family out and then they get scammed. Um, so, some of the key watch for are one, does it just sound too good to be true? You know, if you find an ad online on Craigslist or something like that, and it starts with something like, you know, make $2,000 a week working 10 hours, something like that. Usually, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Two, are they interested in your experience? Do they ask for your resume? Um, if the company is not showing any interest in your background or whether you're qualified for the specific job, then chances are it's a scam. If they're trying to sell you more on the job, then they are, trying to interview you as far as your experience, then yeah, then it's probably a scam. So, as with any regular job, companies will want to know your background, if you're a good fit for the job, if your experience is a good match, and instead of trying to talk to you about how great their company is and how much money you can make. And if you went in for a regular job interview and they were selling you on a job like that, you would think it was kind of odd. Um, do they give you in the ad, do they give you a detailed description of what the job is? If it's very vague, just you're making this much money and this much per hour, and it doesn't give any description of what you're actually going to be doing, that's a bad sign as well. Um, so anything that's vague, makes really big promises, stuff like that is what you want to ask for, watch for, sorry. And then the last one, kind of the most obvious one, is do they ask for money? Now, I want to footnote this by explaining the difference between a work from home job and a work from home business, because that's important to know. Um, a work from home business is going to require money, just like when you're starting any business. If you were going to go out and start any kind of business, you would need money to start it. Usually um, supplies, equipment, depending on, the type of business it is, there's going to be stuff you need to invest in to get it started. So, similarly, a work from home business usually has some kind of investment up front. If you're doing direct sales, there's usually a fee to get started. And if you're, starting your own online business, say you're going to start your own work from home accounting business, you're going to have costs as far as setting up a website, advertising costs, stuff like that. Um, so if it's a work from home business, then it's going to have fees or some kind of startup costs. Um, Now, a work from home job is where you work for another company, usually as either an employee or an independent contractor. So these are the typical like virtual call center jobs, customer service jobs, transcription, data entry, where you're getting paid by the hour, by the minute, maybe the freelance writing jobs by per piece, something like that. Um, those work from home jobs should not be asking you for money. Now, the only thing I will note on that is if they are hiring you as an independent contractor, they are allowed to make you pay for any kind of background checks they have to do. So a lot of the virtual call center companies will do this. They will pass along that fee to you. Now, it should be very minimal, like I'm talking $30 or under. So if they explain what it is for, and it's a very minimal cost like that, and they're bringing you on as an independent contractor, then that makes sense, and it's probably not a scam. But if they're asking for, $100 in training materials, that's what a lot of them, the scams refer to it as. Um, that's not a real job. They often will either just get your money and run, or they will send you training materials, and it's like basically a list of how to recruit other people to send you money, and you're doing the same thing that they did. There's not an actual job. Um, so those are the main things of what you want to watch for. And then once you find a company, if you kind of go through that list and you feel like, I think this is real, you still want to do your research on that company before you sign on. Even if it's a legitimate company, you want to do your research to find out if it's a good fit for you. Sometimes there's data entry companies that pay, cents um, per thing that you're entering for data entry, and you wind up making, $3 an hour or something like that. So it's not a scam, but you might decide it's not worth your time. Um, so if you just Google the company's name and work from home, you'll get, either some feedback from other people that have worked from them, or reviews or something like that. You can also go to the Better Business Bureau website and look up a company. FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, look them up on there. Fraud.org, they have a great website where you can research companies before you apply with them. And ripoffreport.com, that's another good one where you can research a company. So that's it. I hope that answers any questions you guys might have had. Feel free to email me with any additional questions, Elena at telecommutingmommies.com. Thanks. Bye.